All right. Rolling in. Live to tape from the O'Brien Brothers podcast.
What it do? We're here. We're back. The O'Brien Brothers podcast featuring Durr.
What's up, guys?
Good to have you, as always.
Long time.
It's been too long.
It has been too long. It has been far too long.
Torp, as always, running the boards, and it is your boy Slip, also here. Thanks for tuning in, team. It's been a little bit, but we're glad to be back. And wait,
Yeah, well, guys, I'm sorry. This is actually all my fault. I thought I was too big for the band, and I decided I was going to try and just do my own thing as a solo DJ.
you did a little go solo artist on us. Yeah.
So I would hang out with Aoki, and just testing out the scene a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I realized that podcasting was where I would be best at. That's my calling is podcasting.
You thrive in the
But
podcast.
fortunately for everybody else, now I can bring my skill set of DJing to the podcast
So
to
you're
enhance
saying you weren't 100% focused on the podcast at first, so now that all your focus is now on the podcast, this is where we just go into Joe
Are we going
Rogan
into new
territory.
stratosphere?
Yeah, I mean,
move over Joe.
Just
Yeah, watch out.
you tell me what you think about these beats right here, and whether or not you think it's gonna enhance the podcast. I think it will. I mean,
Are you using what you've learned in DJ school?
yeah,
You learned this from Aoki,
Aoki taught me about,
and then you
all
started
this.
teaching him stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I showed him my cake recipe. That's for sure. Yeah.
Funfetti.
Torp, cue the music.
All right,
All right, folks at home, we're going to listen and hear Torp's debut beats, and you decide at home if we're fans of Torp beat.
All right, here we go. I don't think this was there we go.
Oh, that's it?
No, that's not the one I wanted. Here we go.
Cute. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like some Pauly D.
For those not watching the live stream, I'm head banging. I know you're in your car or you're at your desk and you're just effing head banging.
I mean, what do you guys feel about this? What do you think about this?
Is it just going faster and slower?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Ben, I'm glad you took time this summer to go hang out with Steve Aoki,
Right?
and bring this to the podcast. This is
Okay, wait. So I got a couple questions for you.
Right.
So the first thing is, when are you dropping the album?
It's next week, I think.
And is this album just going to be all similar techno beats? And you're not ever going to know when the first track ends and the second one?
I'll do some voiceovers.
Yeah, it's going to be the podcast. I'm just going to re-release all the episodes.
It's genius. Or just our
my background music.
Should we do the music, and then there's also just clips from our best bits sprinkled in, and we just release an album?
I love it. And then we'll have Kieran do an audiobook over top of that. It's
Yeah,
just gonna be
and then
absolutely
Kieran, well, the
chaos.
intro to the O'Brien Brothers podcast is just Kieran's intro.
Yeah,
Kieran talking over us talking.
You know, like
Is that it?
how rappers a lot of times they'll have like a voicemail on the front.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I
That'll-
love
every
those.
single track will just have that with Kieran.
With Kieran
We'll just drop
calling in.
Kieran calls in.
Well, howdy, are y'all eating biscuits?
Yeah.
Well, that was cool, Torp. Okay, he's doing it again. No, I do have to ask, and I'm not coming at you, but this is what you've been doing with your time while we weren't doing a podcast. This is what you told me that we couldn't record is because you were in the beat laboratory.
Yeah, basically. I was really busy, guys.
No, that's
I
pretty
was.
sick. Well, keep
I'm
working.
glad you have hobbies.
Thank you. I'm going places.
Yeah. Stick to the podcast. Stick to the podcast.
Okay. We're gonna work on it, guys. I just got this today, actually.
And don't put it away because that thing's coming back out.
Oh, it's
I
definitely
have
coming back
multiple
out.
uses for that thing.
I'm pretty sure there's just one use for it.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be beats, but I can lay over beats on lots of things we do in this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Fair.
Ben, and hit one more.
Hit him with another one.
Yeah, just one more.
Okay.
It keeps sounding like the same
Yes,
one.
those just all these.
No, I wanted to try this one again because I didn't do it justice.
All right, hit it again.
Hold up. I gotta select.
Dude,
it.
all right, wait.
Did you ever?
Hold on. Did you ever see Lunatics on Netflix? Did any of you guys ever see that?
No.
It's the guy who did Summer Heights High.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That guy,
Yeah.
he made a TV show,
Uh-huh.
and literally, this sounds like you're doing the bit from the TV show, and it's good because you haven't seen it, so it's very original.
Right,
But
right.
literally in the
Just
show,
how, like
it's
Rick
this
and Morty
guy.
stole your bit.
They make a version of this thing. So this thing is called a pocket operator. It's like $50. It sounds
Yeah.
pretty good for $50.
It was money well spent.
But yeah, they make a Rick and Morty version of this.
It sounds
with,
very Rick and Morty. It's very
sound
cool.
effects. Yeah.
But anyways, on this show, one of the characters, so the guy does like 10 characters for the show, but one of them is a real estate agent, and it's a dude, and it's his like 3 brothers and the dad runs the company, and he's retiring, so all of his sons are taking over the company, but the oldest son is like going to be in charge. And for some reason on this bit, all of them have absolutely massive butts, but they're all dudes. So like they're showing off houses and their butt is like knocking over stuff on tables and stuff like, which is completely random. But also the main guy just does not want to be in real estate at all and just wants to DJ. And that's kind of what you're doing.
That's totally what I'm doing right
Yeah,
now. That
and
was
so
a bit
at Opens houses, for like the houses he's selling, he brings his DJ equipment and
Right.
is just blasting beats at people like walking through tours of a house.
so he'll just be like,
Yeah, so over here, there's a beautiful room. You could put a lot of stuff in this room. All right, tour's over. Here's my concert. Is like kind of the bit. All right, kill the music. That was cool.
That was good time.
Why did it end on like a cool note?
because
too?
I ended it. Yeah.
I bet it's so much better when you stop playing it.
No, you ended it. You ended it on like a cool note though. Keep doing that.
Thank you. I'm gonna try.
All right.
So we're gonna cue that in,
Yeah.
sporadically.
Well,
For sure.
to bring everybody back in, because it has been a few weeks off, we're updating. Somehow you do this thing where you're always traveling. This past weekend, I believe you're at a wedding.
Yeah, no, I was down in Harrisonburg for our buddy Sam's wedding.
Very good. It's wedding.
It's been a very, very, very busy summer for
It's
me.
wedding season, Der.
Yes, it is.
How did the wedding go? The nuptials, everybody loved. Did
No
you dance?
objections.
Did you drink?
Yes, I had like 2 glasses of wine probably,
That was it.
Ooh,
plus
behaving
a
yourself.
lot of beer.
Okay. Yeah.
There was another
No.
shoe to drop there.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
No, it was, the reception was at a winery, so I just had to have a couple glasses.
You do,
of,
yeah. Did you do
of,
any champagne?
Chardonnay
Taste the fair.
and Cabernet and
Sauvignon?
Black. And Pinot Noir.
Dude, if you want to sound like you know wine, don't enunciate.
Yeah,
Is this
skip entire
Is
letters.
it Cagnon Sauvignon?
This,
And everyone's like,
Pagnon. Sorry, Pagnon.
is this Pagnon?
Pinot Noir?
Pinot. Oh, you
Know what
must
you're
be.
trying to say?
Are you from France?
Yeah, it's like South Park where they're like, they took our jobs, and it just like turns into.
Well, glad, good on you for the good wedding success.
Yes.
Where else have you been traveling?
I had 2 bachelor parties I went to this summer.
Party.
One in Key West, first time in Key West.
I don't know much about Key West. I've heard
Very
good
cool.
things.
Very interesting place, but it's like the Vegas of South Florida.
Can
Very,
I tell
very
you,
south.
speaking of Key West, a movie I just saw, which I was very excited for, and then it completely fell off my radar. Beach Bum with Matthew McConaughey.
Good.
Oh yes, I remember we originally.
Dude,
talked
so
about
I
that
was-
we
on
hyped
here.
that.
I
We
hyped
never-
it,
we
yeah.
never watched
And then it went into theaters, never saw it, came out.
I don't think anybody else saw it either. I think that was the issue.
Dude, I'll be honest, it didn't get like great reviews. It got like 2.5 stars.
Yeah.
And I watched it, and I was cracking up the entire time because it's Matthew McConaughey, and he's a writer, but he's like a total space cadet.
Was it a
long
bad
hair.
movie?
What do you mean bad? Like not well?
Not good.
Not good? No, I thought you meant like inappropriate because the movie is very inappropriate.
Yeah,
But
that was probably the reason behind the 2 stars.
Dude, it's like,
I just feel like movie reviewers are not like a good comedy
dude,
audience.
no. Oh,
You know
dude,
what I mean?
it's so funny. McConaughey is doing like his Wolf of Wall Street bit, but like kind of like stoner mode, and is just in party mode. And he lives in Key West, but is a local and has like no money. You think until halfway through the movie, you find out he's like a multi-millionaire.
Spoiler
But he just
alert.
This is not a. I mean, go watch the movie. It's been out.
no one saw it, so we're all
This
good.
is not spoiling anything.
No one was planning.
At the
on
end of the
seeing
day,
it.
the guy has to come out with another book to get his money. I'll just leave it at that.
Did you see?
And it's very good, Jeb.
Did you see Spider-Man?
I did.
Was that
No, I
good?
have not seen Spider-Man.
No,
That wasn't good.
no, it's. I don't want to say it sucked. The CG was really good. They did some really cool things. Like they have Spider-Man being like super like techy,
Like nerdy.
like it just like tech. Like basically, if you saw Avengers, I mean,
Still haven't seen it. but-
Seriously?
Yeah, I have. I think I know what the
Sure.
spoiler is in that.
Well,
is
Tony
it?
Stark, you know.
Yeah,
Don't say it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Just for all of our listeners, we don't need people
everybody's
like.
seen that movie, right?
No,
you
not
had
me.
to. It was the biggest movie.
I
Anyways,
know. I was gonna go see it with Peter, but then he was afraid because it's like a 3-hour long movie. He's like, I'm gonna miss like half the movie. Just
all right. Well, just skip ahead
Get
if you haven't
refills
seen
and
Avengers
whatever.
because I'm about to spoil it. Tony Stark.
Press pause if you don't want to hear this. Fast forward like 2 minutes. But if you haven't already seen this movie, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Go, Tor.
Tony Stark dies. And so they have Spider-Man sort of like they're trying the whole like one of the big subplots in the movie is they're like, oh, like Spider-Man, you need to be the next Iron Man. You need to like fill Tony Stark's shoes.
Well, he does.
But it's just like
Simple as that.
I don't know.
Who's going to be the new Iron
They're
Man?
pushing that, and then the last Spider-Man movie.
might be bigger than Iron Man in a fan audience.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's always
Spider-Man.
drawn a huge crowd.
Spider-Man's the best. I love the game. The PS4 game is amazing. If you
Ben is
haven't played it.
really into this game.
Love it. But they I mean, it's funny because the story in the campaign on the game is way better than the movie was. I
Okay,
was like, just
really?
get those guys to
Can I
do
tell
it.
you my huge
They
reservation?
bring James Franco back. Spider-Man.
Everyone does this like, like Batman versus Superman. Like, where's Spider-Man in that conversation? Like, he deserves a notch
in
to
a
be
different
like,
universe.
yeah, but I'm trying to go into the Spideyverse, Jeb, and I think Spider-Man has a valid argument for being the coolest superhero. And how the hell is Batman even up for this discussion? You don't even have any fucking superpowers, bro. You automatically are out.
I think
No
and
superpowers.
The response to that is the Christian Bale Batman: The Dark Knight series
Is so hot.
is one of
Very hot.
is very
Dude, he's
possibly
hot.
the best superhero movies.
Is that if you were a critic, that's how you describe movies?
I would say
Movie was
Christian Bale
freaking hot,
is
man.
basically
Playing Batman.
Batman is like super hot. And secondly, I would give him like, what was Christian Bale going for? Phil's hair from The Hangover is what Christian Bale was going for, and absolutely nailed it.
Well, I mean, he came up with that. He did Phil's hair before Phil, so
Yeah, with like American Psycho.
yeah, he had that exact hair.
Yeah,
in
but
American
then
Psycho.
again, it played.
And in Newsies, like one of his first movies, has same hair.
I'm gonna be weird.
He's been rocking that haircut forever.
How old is Newsies? Is that
Old. I mean, he's like 14. He's like
Yeah.
14 in it.
Yeah, he was probably in 8 or 9 in that.
was that the 80s?
I love that movie.
It's a great movie.
I'm
It's a
gonna
great
pop that
story.
on tonight. You know what?
Hype up
you know,
Newsies.
You know what I'm a big fan of? Musicals. You know what Allie's not a big
Said
fan of?
no one ever.
Musicals. There's a huge
Sean,
You know what I'm a
you
huge
guys
fan of?
are switching roles here.
Yeah. Oh, Bennett, no one's a fan of musicals? Ever heard of Broadway? I think it does all right.
You seen Lion King?
I was gonna drop a beat.
Is this Broadway?
That's what I was because we're turning this into a musical. We're just gonna. Sing along to my beats.
I don't know how I'm gonna sing. It's gonna be more of a rap.
You just basically do the robot, and that's it. That's all you
Okay.
do. So let's get into the rundown.
Yeah, we'll
here.
do the podcast.
We'll do the podcast now.
Enough of the
15
jib jab,
minutes.
boys. Do the podcast. All right. First things first. Thorpe, can you do? Oh fuck. Can you do breaking news for me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, check your calendars. It is Shark Week.
Is it really this week? Oh,
Shark Week.
Shark Week.
not a shark.
Well,
Debatable.
did you make this? Well, you don't know. And dirt too. My second question is: do sharks make noises?
I would guess
Boom.
yes.
Why do I think they growl? When I see because of their teeth,
They probably, or they just fart, I guess. That's probably it.
I just think they open their mouth a lot and they don't really do it. But why does the noise come out? Because they're probably not growling.
I think because they're underwater, they probably don't make too many noises. I mean, dolphins and whales.
Mm-hmm.
But they communicate a lot. I feel like sharks, they just
Loners.
They just kill stuff. Yeah, they're out there by themselves.
Well, it is what it is. Sharks.
Very antisocial.
Sharks, if you want to call in,
They're hungry all the time.
Sharks, if you want to call in, it will answer our debate. Either we'll hear your call or it will be dead silence, and then I will be crowned the victor. No noise.
Yeah, if they can use a phone, that'd be impressive too.
Hey, call 1-800-SHARKS. Okay, so I got.
We'll never get your phone call, but you should call that number.
Yeah, so I got an article on the rundown of Shark Week, so I can tell you guys what to watch and what's a waste of time. So what's sick about Shark Week? First thing, it lets you know August is here. Second thing, really bad news: summer's over. That's my hot take. Shark Week equals end of summer.
Is August the beginning of August? Is that the end of summer?
Yeah, it is. Well, it's hot, still hot season, but it's the end of summer.
Because of global warming, summer has just been
Is it
extended.
is summer over
Congratulations.
or is it the end, the beginning of the end?
It's like fourth quarter of the summer.
Yeah.
Is,
Okay.
is Shark Week, and you know why they don't do Shark Week at the beginning of summer? Tourism.
Yes.
See,
You would
Shark-
see a significant drop in tourism.
Shark
Unless-
Week to me in 2019 is kind of a funny thing because it's like we can watch shark videos whenever you want.
Yeah. What are you saving up for me?
I watched a shark video like 2 weeks ago, actually. Not even for Shark Week, just because
Because you wanted to F and watch it.
I was like, sharks are cool.
Yeah. So
Check them out. I
So
don't need
this
a
is the
week,
big problem
you know?
for the Shark Weeks and the sharks themselves not getting enough publicity. They're like, hey.
Who's the shark PR guy?
Yeah,
Attention whores.
slacking.
Yeah, but seriously, so these Discovery
Hot take.
Channel themselves have to like deal with it, and then other people to infiltrate Shark Week, like Animal Planet does like a different week during Shark Week, like just totally cramping their style.
Salamander week, I think.
Yeah, something like that, or could be Snake Week. That's a great idea.
Write that down.
Future
Taking notes.
future self, make Snake Week.
Snake
So all right, here we go. No longer dilly dallying. I hope you have a time machine so you can watch this first one I'm telling you about. This released yesterday, but Rob Riggle did a bit on Shark Week. Shark Trip, Eat, Pray, Chum. That was the name of his little bit.
Eat, pray, chum.
Yeah, it was
There's
just
like
does it have a
eat,
rundown of
pray,
what he
love.
does?
Yeah, the trip is
play.
booked, bags are packed, get ready for adventure. Can't do it without your friends. Rob Riggle brings Adam Devine, Joel McHale, Damon Wayans, and a couple other dudes I don't know.
That's a solid cast.
Yeah,
Those
pretty cool.
three.
Yeah. So
All
they're
right.
going out for sharks?
Yeah, they're gonna go check some sharks out. The next one, and Rob Riggle is just great at doing bits. Like he is a bit.
Who is Rob Riggle?
He's the guy from Hangover when he shoot in the face
Oh, yeah.
or
yeah.
taser to the face.
He does a lot of like
Or
work with the
Step Brothers.
NFL.
Step
Step
Brothers.
Brothers,
He's
yeah.
the right hand man of
Yes.
the older brother.
Okay.
He does good stuff, but
Yeah,
he does.
no,
like,
he's
a bit.
I like
guy.
him. Yeah, he's funny.
Okay, this next one is pretty dope. It's called Sharks of the Badland. It's 8 p.m. tonight, so you guys need to watch right now.
For our live stream viewers.
There's great white sharks are infiltrating the waters off Cape Cod. This year alone, a record of 150 white sharks were recorded off the coast. For the first time in 80 years, a white shark attack turned fatal. Sorry to hear that.
Is white shark same as
It's great white, but it's a size.
It's not as good.
It's not. I think it's just that not as big. They're white sharks, and then great whites are like
There's white ones. Oh, there's the great one.
and then they're
great whites.
and so this guy Greg Skolma teams up with Andy Casagrande, a shark expert from New Zealand, and they test the most exciting cutting edge technology. Yada yada yada. I could go into further these. The biggest one you need to see, and this is what I always put on my calendar: Air Jaws strikes back. So they did
Is it
Air
a brand
Jaws,
new one?
brand new Jeb. They brought it back 2019. Newly discovered shark versus seal battleground based off a 200-foot cliff. There's deadly game of life or death plays out in waist-deep water. How is there a 200-foot cliff?
So who's fighting? What's going on?
Sharks and seals.
Sharks and seals are battling.
As great whites stalk
The tale as old as time.
the sea colony, seals have learned to team up and mount a counterattack against the predators.
No way.
And for the first
They
time,
usually don't
these
counterattack.
extraordinary predatory events are captured by researchers.
So we got like a SEAL Team 6 situation going on.
How did I not think of that bit?
Yeah,
That was a good-
What night's that on?
Jeb, that's a great question. That is on Tuesday, 10 p.m. Tomorrow at 10 p.m. Guys, tune in, Ben, and get the podcast out. The last one is Ghost Diver. Listen to this crazy bit. They got an illusionist who's trying to invent a first-of-its-kind shark suit to overcome the senses of great white sharks and make himself invisible to the world's most perfect predator, the great white shark. His team of underwater cameramen, yada, yada, yada. Does this guy die or not? His life depends on it. This guy just invented a suit and is now testing it with great whites to see if it works.
That's,
Was this
I mean,
Nat
you
Geo
gotta
or
hope that it
Discovery or-
works.
This is
man.
all on Discovery. And the last one, yes, circle this on your calendar, Saturday, August 3rd at 8 p.m. Sharks Gone Wild.
Sharks gone wild. Man.
It's as simple as that.
Oh, my God.
What do you think that's about? Crazy sharks. All right, folks.
I don't know what that's about though. Like, what is that about?
I'll tell you. Discover everything that happened in the world of sharks this year. The unbelievable viral videos, biggest news stories, and the latest cutting edge shark science. What is shark science? And you're giving this information to the sharks? What is this? Come on.
They just swim around in lab coats.
Yeah.
And then they take them off for Sharks Gone Wild. And they lose the coats. And
Do they have an interview with a shark wearing said lab coat?
He's got his glasses on.
The Einstein of sharks is just, you guys finally booked me.
Drop my books. Oh, I'm waiting for glass.
I'm a big shark. Why didn't you guys come ask me for an interview? There's a lot of stuff going on.
Let me tell you about all the shark science I've been working on.
I just got out of the shark laboratory.
Oh my God.
Is this working? No.
Hit it.
There we go. Oh yeah. It's my shark song.
I am a shark. I am a shark. I am an inventor.
Isn't there already a shark song?
Is that it?
Baby shark shark.
They changed up the beat for that one?
Yeah. Put Little Nas X on this.
I got the sharks in the back.
All right, kill it. It didn't
I
go as
gotta
well.
practice this thing a little bit more.
We might
a shark.
cut that bit. I don't know if
Cutting that.
that wasn't good
Maybe.
enough. That wasn't up to par. I'm sure that's going to be
I
on
am
the
a shark.
podcast. Whenever I did, Torb was like, hey, I think I might have sounded kind of dumb right there. Can I cut that? He's like, yeah, we'll cut that.
We'll cut that
And then
out.
I come listen to him, I'm like,
Are you sure? I didn't see you write that down.
he's like giving me the sure, yeah. I'm writing down the time code.
Okay. Looking at the camera.
Okay, that was Shark News. Thank you very much.
Wow, Sean, great job. Round of
Jeb,
applause.
thank you. Maybe
Yeah.
I should clap for myself.
Yeah, pat yourself on the back. That's good. That's good stuff. All right, Jeb, we have like dueling sound effects machines here.
Jeb's getting in on it. Jeb, what album just came out?
Chance. Acid Rapper.
Acid Rapper. Wow.
But that's not the name of his new album.
This
Chance
one
the
is
Rapper
called-
is The Big Day.
Yes, it is. TBD,
Thoughts?
The Big Day.
I was
I
a
haven't
little
listened to it
disappointed at first because I was thinking he would drop it at midnight on Thursday, and I had a car ride on Friday, and I was gonna listen to the whole album. It was gonna be cool. I'd be ready and know all the cool songs and whatnot.
Right.
By like the time everybody was up Friday morning, I would have already tweeted.
Yeah, no, he didn't release it until after I arrived at my destination. Or he didn't release the album until then. So
Chance didn't consider your schedule when you released? That's weird.
Shockingly.
I know.
He usually texts you.
Yeah.
Normally.
Yeah, Jeb, is this good to release it?
Chance, I got a big car ride
Dude,
coming up.
Can you wait till I go to work tomorrow? I don't want to be behind, bro.
Yeah, so I've listened to most of it. There's 22 songs, so
A lot
haven't
of
gotten
content.
to all of them.
A lot of content.
There's some good songs. I mean, it's after a first listen, it's not. I don't think it's his best album for sure. But
It didn't
you listen, Sean?
It didn't jump out to me.
Like the very first song is like, all right, this song's sick.
Yeah.
So I got like pumped.
There
up,
are
but
cool
then
ones.
He just goes a different way with some of his stuff.
He does. He's more kind of faith oriented. A lot of his rap is about that. But also he does like kind of like a Kanye vibe where he does a lot of gospel like singers in the background. You know.
Right.
Yeah, it's
So
also big like dedicated to his wife. They got married earlier this year.
So the big day is in reference to his wedding day.
So it's like a uplifting.
Yeah, it's
album.
very. Yeah, it is. It's cool. He does
really
a couple
like the opposite of anything that rappers today usually do.
Yeah, it is. So
They got to think outside the box a little more. You know, they've been
Yeah.
making the same song for ever.
yeah, dude. And everyone's just like arguing of whether or not they're what are these called? Like the rappers nowadays call
Beef?
themselves.
Beefs?
No,
They have hot beefs.
no. What are like the
Mumble rappers.
mumble rap? Yeah,
Mumble.
everyone's arguing if they are a mumble rapper or they're not a mumble rap. Chance is just releasing like at least good music quality, like
Yeah.
good stuff. He does what I do like on these is like you were saying, like the voicemails on albums. He does a couple like skits just of like bits that are just on the album. They're like a minute skit of I guess something he wanted, and some of them like lead into it.
Kanye used to do that.
Kanye used to do that, and they lead into like the next song,
Yeah.
which is cool. So I did like it. But going on to something else, guys, go check that out. Send us an email if you like it. O'BrienBrothersPodcast@gmail.com or call us 540-ZIP-GIDS or call Bennon's phone number. I'm not giving that out.
If you have it, if you
have it, call him.
if you get it, you get it.
If you don't,
Right?
text me and I'll give it to you.
You don't get it. You don't get it.
I did.
This is the post.
That's
So
the
I was
post.
like trying to figure out that slogan
Yeah.
for like.
If you don't get it,
it was like the
you
third
don't
try
get
I got it.
Dude, that's kind of a good slogan.
It's a great slogan.
If you don't get the news, you don't get the news. In rap news, ASAP Rocky is in some hot water over in Sweden, and I don't know if Sweden even has hot water.
Sweden. Historically cold place.
Historically cold.
No,
Great engineers.
Did you watch the video of the whole ordeal?
Dude, so what I was so confused about, all right, and just to catch everybody up, again, we love to use this term if you've been living under an ASAP Rocky. You probably haven't heard of this, but so a couple weeks ago, I think it's going on 3 weeks, ASAP Rocky was in Sweden for, I think, a couple shows.
Probably shows, yeah.
I did not know there's a huge Europe following for ASAP Rocky, but like all these rappers kind of do tour globally now, so no surprise, rap is global. So is the O'Brien Brothers podcast. Save that for another episode. But he's over
We'll
there.
save that for Shark Science.
We might have to make a new show called Shark Science.
Shark Science.
And then again,
It's
we're
just us
Check the trademark on that.
We
name,
are
right?
dressed up as sharks doing science.
we get the shark suits, we put lab coats on,
Yep.
and we start doing science experiments. Get us a show right now, and we would get us an episode on Shark Week.
That's the next Game
next
of Thrones, right
Shark,
there.
this article I'm going to have from 2019 Shark Week is going to be one of our shark episodes. Anyways, ASAP Rocky,
Ish episode.
ASAP Rocky's in Europe, in Sweden specifically, walking around and has like two guys following kind of his posse. These two guys follow him for a couple blocks.
I didn't understand why.
They kind of seemed
They
like,
were like
it was mid.
trying to troll him.
They were trolling,
Yeah.
but it seemed like
what I heard.
that's
They're
what
just
the-
drunk.
They seemed
They
drunk.
look
They kind of
drugged
seemed out of it. Yeah, they definitely seemed like off. And ASAP and his crew, probably around like 5 to 7 guys, are walking. After like 3 blocks, the guys are like, "Dude, stop following us." And ASAP Rocky has this whole thing recorded. They tell him to leave multiple times. His bodyguard, who is like probably like 6'8", 350 pounds, just massive dude, is like, "Dude, get away from us.
Right.
Like, stop following us. You're harassing us. And apparently these guys also like harassed a couple people like as they were walking by. So after multiple blocks, the next clip that you see from A$AP Rocky's kind of like get like a confrontation. He's like, get the F away from me. And then they start beating these guys up because they've told them after like 5 blocks, stop following, you're harassing us. And it does turn into a fight, but it looks like A$AP Rocky and his crew started it with the actual escalation of like throwing fists.
I'm assuming the rest of his crew is in jail as well.
They might.
I'm just
be
imagining A$AP Rocky putting together IKEA furniture in a jail cell.
Oh, there's no IKEA furniture in this jail cell. I know Sweden.
Yeah. Is he,
It's like it's shitty. He has like
they just give him an Allen wrench and just...
but yeah, he's in jail, not having a good time. So they beat the crap out of these guys, and the crazy thing about it is they have the whole thing on tape and they turn themselves in. A$AP Rocky goes to police and is like, "This is what happened. These guys wouldn't leave us alone. It escalated. I'm here to be questioned, yada, yada, yada." They not only like detain him, but arrest him for assault, and he's been in jail for 3 weeks. Come to
Very
now,
unreasonable, I think.
ridiculous, dude. If you watch the video, anyone with common sense of whoever side you're on, it is just ridiculous because those guys were harassing them. You're stalking them at that point. You've been told to leave multiple times, and then they finally just are like, they had it with the guy and they beat him up to the 2 guys, and they're charged with assault. So he's there. And the interesting part now is like Trump is involved.
Right. He's been tweeting about it.
And what do you guys think about Trump, like getting in and trying to, I mean, his big thing right now is like,
Do whatever Kim Kardashian says.
well, but like,
It's like not a bad idea.
It's
Yeah.
working for some of these people.
they make a lot of money. He's already billionaire. But
I mean,
like, what is it? Prison reform is basically like
Yes.
his
Yeah.
thing right now. But yeah, Kanye calls Trump. Trump calls the president of, or the prime minister of Sweden, and Trump tweets is like, everything went great. He's an excellent leader. Things are going well. You know, we should have resolution soon. And then everyone kind of like gets on Trump a little bit because the flip side is like the Sweden guy comes down and is like, yeah, Trump called me. Like, I'm not having him interfere in our judicial system. So it's like 2 completely
Do they
different
even
sides.
have a judicial system? It seems like there's nothing going on over there right now. There's really no word coming out from his camp or how he's being treated. Or
Well,
anything
yeah,
like
and
that.
everyone's
I mean,
reaching
it's
out
like-
Yeah.
like to support
Well,
him.
you
Like,
know-
what are they just going to keep him there for like a year and then let him see like
no,
a
he
court or
goes.
something?
He goes to trial in like a week.
Right.
But he could be
he's going to be in there for a month and a half by the time he gets to see.
right,
Right.
dude. And not only that, but listen to this. So he's missed like almost 10 shows now. So as soon as he gets out, or he's charged, I don't know what the deal is, but if he gets out, he's then going to sue Sweden to compensate all the money he lost. Because I mean, he's lost like multiple millions of dollars from this.
Yeah.
Right.
which is crazy too.
So you just keep him in jail? Like, so he can never
Yeah.
sue you?
If he can't get out, then
I don't know.
we don't have to pay him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
I just think it's crazy. And the crazy thing is, like, he also turned himself in. Like,
yeah, bad move on his part. I would have left the country immediately.
I think you just
Yeah.
Flee.
No, yeah. You just come over here. They're like, hey, we want to extradite you. Be like, nah.
well,
Good.
and Trump also
You
said
drive out and then fly from a different country.
You just go back to the U.S.
They're probably
and just
looking for
never
you
go
in
to
the Swedish
Sweden again.
airports.
Just don't go to Sweden again.
Yeah, and then you just don't go back. And that's probably what would have happened had he just left.
I do, but again, he's trying to be the better man. So I'm not going to fault him for that.
Right. I mean, just volunteering information to the cops is always not exactly the best approach if you're trying to not go to jail. Generally
solid
speaking.
point.
The issue is that Sweden law is probably a lot different than American.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So-
and like, I mean, he's just over there,
Well, and
just hoping for the best, trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, and I don't know,
Well,
but
I mean, I haven't watched the video, so I'm not trying to make him look out like he's super innocent. I don't know, but
I mean, they beat the guy up.
yeah.
So
I mean, it is assault.
Yeah.
it's assault.
Yeah,
They beat him up.
I don't know.
It's a grain of salt.
I don't know.
Take it all with a grain of salt.
Seems like this whole thing's getting blown out of proportion a little bit. I mean, it's terrible.
sure.
But I mean, I just, when Trump gets involved, it just balloons into this giant story,
Yeah, it does.
Well, and the
and
fact that he's a celebrity in his own right.
Oh yeah.
Big time celebrity.
His Twitter feed is a celebrity in its own right. You know,
the guy tweets.
the guy does tweet.
Speaking of, actually, Trump, Russia. It's already been brought up in the media. We're going to talk Russia. You guys,
careful what you say.
well, right when you say Russia, your phone just lights up and
Yeah,
starts listening
right.
to you. Did you say Russia?
Just Putin's on the other end. I'm on the cast.
Hey guys, big fan.
Long time listener, first time caller.
Can you imagine?
What do you think he talk? What do you think he talk about?
What would you say?
I would have to ask him a couple questions.
Did you see my prank the other day?
What if you go, did you guys see that aging face app I released?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that thing. Jeb, did you do that?
No.
No, neither of us did.
Yeah, they didn't
So,
get you.
They didn't get us.
I'm smarter than that, boys.
Guys, Russian government, if you want to get our faces, go to our YouTube page.
And
You
subscribe.
can find us there. Subscribe, like, follow, please.
Yeah, dude,
Comment.
at least leave a comment.
I mean, our faces are everywhere. Everyone's
And
like,
just
the
tell us-
Russians got our faces.
tell
Like,
us
isn't
what-
it on Facebook? Like, if they wanted to, couldn't they
Dude.
just like go on
100%.
Facebook and
Hey, Russia, a little late to the game. Zuckerberg invented it. It's
Yeah.
called Facebook.
yeah? I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah. Anyways, so what I did want to talk about is some world news. Hit it.
World news.
Too loud.
World
Too loud?
news. Loud news.
Loud news. Loud news alert.
You
We gotta
guys-
make sure you guys are paying attention for these.
Wake up.
Wake up, America.
Wake up, motherfuckers. If you guys didn't know, Russia hacked your face.
If Russia hacked my face, I think I would have known. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, yeah. So here's the thing, guys. So and I'm gonna pivot from my slip notes to actual
Spark notes.
world news. Hold on, what is that?
You are a huge nerd.
No, I'm not.
You enjoying this new the new app?
Dude, I'm getting good at it, so I can just slip stuff in there. Yeah. So you guys,
You'll be the judge of that. I'm getting good.
yeah, well,
You better cut it out so I look good.
Make it look good, and tell Putin I said hi. So 5 days ago, there was a big global issue where China and Russia did a joint flyover of South Korea and Japanese islands. So, whoa, hey, what are you doing flying over? Is everybody's questions. South Korea's super pissed. Japan was like, hey, we're pretty pissed too. We're not second fiddle. And they did a joint flyover with like multiple bombers, which is, dude, just imagine. Like,
Alpha move.
It's such a power move.
Yeah, I mean you're
Essentially, that's probably what they were doing.
You're
Just
setting
flexing.
them off. Like you're giving them, you're poking the bear.
A Russian brevet, I mean, I don't speak Russian, so I have no idea what that word is. A-50 military aircraft flew twice over into South Korea's territorial airspace on Tuesday. Officials in Seoul, South Korea said Russia denied any violation of their country's airspace. So this is off the New York Times. Pretty credible source. So
Those guys know news.
So then listen to this. So
Hey, have you heard it from them? That's good.
O'Brien Brothers Podcast, New York Times, basically
Same thing.
same.
Same.
But
Different.
But same.
Same thing.
So South Korea's government said on Wednesday Moscow had expressed deep regret over the incident that prompted South Korea to fire up jets and warning shots at the Russian military plane. Then Russia comes out and says they did not apologize. So there's also controversy.
Wait.
Hashtag
They
sorry,
said,
not
wait,
sorry.
we didn't say sorry?
Yeah, so South Korea's like, hey, Russia apologized. They said they're sorry for
No, we
flying
didn't.
over. And Russia's like, yeah, we didn't apologize.
Yeah, we didn't apologize. Didn't say anything.
And they're like, we did have a comment on it, but it wasn't really a apology.
we were actually throwing shade.
Yeah. So this is basically kind of what happened. So Russia flies over. Seoul initiates fighter jets, get them up in the air. They fire off like 600 rounds of warning fire. Russia flies over again, scramble more jets. That's it. Power trip over. Then Russia apparently apologizes, does not apologize. The whole thing is, though, that they fly over these islands, which is just another... I always think Russia's doing one step ahead type movie. They're always doing like a checkmate type vibe. Mm-hmm. Not only did they fly over both of them, but they flew over like specific islands that are already up for argument between South Korea and Japan. So them flying over that like stirred arguments between South Korea and Japan, who are supposed to be on the same side of like, those are our islands. And Japan's like, no, those are our islands. And South Korea, like, they're no. And then, so Russia not only is pissing both of them off, but getting them mad at each other. I just think that's very interesting.
They're just the
trolling.
the global
troll.
They're just stirring the pot.
They are stirring the global pot.
They're just like, how can we screw with the Americans? How
Hey,
can we screw with...
Who would piss off America? Let's call up China. Ask them if they want to do a flyover. Don't do it over America. Too big of a power move. Well, let's go over. This is pretty close. South Korea, Japan, they're pretty good friends. Let's go right in between them.
The thing of the flyover sounds like pretty, it sounds like a harmless thing. Just fly over,
Yeah, but like if it's
like super implications of doing
super
this.
implications.
Super
They're
implications.
bomber planes too. It's like,
And one wasn't a bomber plane, and one was like a surveillance plane.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, what is that about?
Meanwhile, we're
they
worried
do that.
about
They do that
A$AP
all the
Rocky.
time. They do that all the time to Alaska. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
They send planes over and they're like, you have like 10 seconds to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Or we'll blow your ass
What
up.
do you guys think about this? Interesting? You leaving it at interesting? Is it alarming?
It's alarming for sure.
Durr?
That's what I...
Yeah. No, I mean it's alarming. I don't think that Japan and South Korea are as strong army wise and can protect themselves against like those two.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it was I think more of an alpha move, just saying like, hey, we can do whatever the fuck we want.
It's just
Yeah.
they're basically buzzing the tower.
Yeah.
It's just like
So basically, it's like
a power move.
they have dragons.
And it's kind of like, hey guys, pick on someone your own size.
Yeah, they have dragons. They don't have dragons.
Dude, but the other thing
Yeah.
is like when you do this, everyone just looks at America. I'm like, hey, dude, did you see that? What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, it's also it's subtly like
At us.
at
It's
us
subtly
too.
at us,
Yeah,
absolutely.
because they're like, we didn't include you,
Us.
and did we even know about it? Makes us kind of look out of the loop.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, if just some random country blasts a plane over you, I mean, how are you supposed to know? I mean, you should have warning of that. But I mean,
Did you hear about Artemy Panarin talking out on Putin?
no.
He's a Russian hockey player.
Okay. Oh, dude, yes,
And
yes.
he just signed one of the bigger free agent deals of the summer. He signed with the Rangers, and
He was with the Blue Jackets, right?
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
He basically said like Trump's time should have been over. I don't know why, or not Trump. Putin's time should have been over like a long time ago, and I don't trust him anymore. He doesn't know right from wrong, and so I mean, I don't think anything's come of it as of late. I'm not sure if anybody's heard from Artemy Panarin.
Yeah, is he at
Since-
warm-ups? Is he at
But
warm-ups? Is the guy skating?
They got training camp coming up here in the next couple months, and that's something to look out for. See if he's actually able to play with the Rangers this year.
Yeah. Well, does he live over there or does he live here?
I'm pretty sure he lives over there.
Yeah, that's a bold move.
Yeah.
Normally, if you're gonna do that, then you just gotta stay in
Stay in
America.
America.
One of those classic moves.
Yeah.
I'm staying over here. If you guys want to come visit, here are a couple takes I have on this Russia, China, Japanese,
Let's hear 'em.
South Korea. First off, you guys know that Russia did the aging app. That's suspect. They got everybody's faces. They now have everybody's facials.
Do you think that was
recognitions.
a global thing, or that do they just fooled every American?
What do you think? They're like, Russia just totally is tapped into us, which I also think they're always listening to us, but they know, like, they're onto our fads. Like, hey, what do Americans like? Oh, let's put some dumb face aging app and just everyone will use it. And they never read the terms and conditions, so they're signing over their face to us.
Right.
And everybody did it. Like, boom, gotcha, got your faces.
Yeah.
You got.
Yeah.
So that's my take one. Take two. And this is where, can you play some techno beats? Because
sure.
I'm going to start going down a
Do not have to
wormhole
ask
here.
me twice.
I'm going to go down a bit of a wormhole. And I could use some beats for this.
Sponsored by DJ.
Fire. DJ Torp.
DJ Torp.
Sean, can you give me one of those?
I can give you one of those.
All right. Here we
Torp, hit the beats. So here's my conspiracy theory. Just leave it running in the background. Russia is behind this Area 51 raid bit.
Ooh.
Wow.
Now, I know this is a hot take, but think about this.
Have you seen the guy who came out and did it?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he's Russian.
You'd be surprised. I got an article on him right here.
Okay. Somebody did their homework.
Dude, so Russia did the face aging app. Now we have evidence that they did that. That's
Okay.
question number 1. 2, here's my hypothesis. Russia's behind the Area 51 raid. This is inspiring dumb Americans to infiltrate Area 51 to have our own military fire on our people. Do you not think that's something Russia would do to her?
No, I'm intrigued by this. This is
Think about this.
so you're off to a hot start so far.
China and Russia. Ooh, America's a little intimidating. What if we get them to attack?
Kill themselves.
What if we get 20 million
You
people?
know what's better than us killing Americans? Them killing
That's
themselves.
something. What did I say? Russia just totally checkmated us.
So this actually came from Joe Rogan, surprisingly.
Oh, I have it. You want me to read the article? Read
do-
this. Read my highlighted stuff.
Okay. The reported creator of the viral Facebook page Storm Area 51, They Can't Stop All of Us, revealed his identity to KLAS TV of Las Vegas on Thursday.
Is he a Las Vegas resident?
Matty Roberts, a California resident,
Oh,
claimed he created the satirical Facebook page, which calls on people across the nation to raid Area 51, the top secret Air Force facility in Nevada, on September 20th in 2019. Roberts said he never expected the page to attract so much attention. Since its launch on the 27th, 1.6 million people responded they would attend the public invasion, while another 1.2 million are, quote unquote, interested.
Dude, that's like the people who get like a Facebook invite and they go maybe. It's like maybe I'll raid.
I don't know, I got another raid going on that day. I got a raid in the morning, so I'm going to be all raided out probably.
I can't make it, but I don't feel bad saying no, I can't go.
Yeah, I don't want to be a loser who's not going, so I'm interested. Tell me more about said raid.
Tell me who else is going first.
Oh, that was you.
Is that a phone call?
Yeah, we're okay. Yeah, the music's great. The music's great.
That was a pretty sweet beat on my part, I would say. I'm getting pretty good at it, as Sean said.
You're very good at it. All right, and
really
then my
good.
question for you guys is, are you for or against the raid on Area 51? Take Russia out of it. Let's just make this a U.S. thing. Bring us back together. Are you for or against finding out what the heck we got going on in the alien zone?
I heard an interesting take on a different podcast.
Okay.
Instead of raiding Area 51 where they're expecting you and they've already shipped out all the alien stuff, let's go to Area 52.
Area 52. Let's think a step ahead.
Yeah.
Jeb.
Maybe Area 53.
Have different people at different area locations.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have no guards there.
Well,
You can just skip right in.
Yeah, I took you for an Area 69 guy, I'm going to be honest.
Never been there.
oh man.
Good Lord.
There's a lot of
So this guy, Matty Roberts, said that he got the idea for this Facebook page from Joe Rogan's podcast.
He did
Joe,
say that,
Joe
yeah.
Rogan had these two guys on that made a documentary. It's on Netflix. Forget what it's called.
I heard about this, but I think it might have been Joe Rogan who's like, I don't know if they were telling the truth. Like there's some sketchy kind of things.
Well,
So
like
somebody was
like the guest he had on might have been telling. I mean, they're talking about
Yeah,
aliens. I think everybody's sort of skeptical.
Yes,
the jury's
obviously,
still
but
out.
It's
on
like
aliens.
there's some of it. People were like, "Oh yeah, he's for sure telling the truth," but then there's like some that's like he doesn't have like the exact ansor, so he's like estimating, and they're like, "All right."
Right, I listened to the
interesting.
show a little bit, and it was interesting to hear what he had to say.
Sure.
Anytime anyone's talking aliens, my ears perk up.
Yeah.
All right,
I
what do
mean,
you-
as far as like finding out whether or not there are, like, I would like to know. Yeah, I would like to know for sure.
Do you think there are?
I don't know. I mean, it's definitely, the universe is clearly big enough.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, if there are aliens, then do they have the ability to come here?
Right.
Because I mean, there could be like
I think they. I think they are.
bacterial life on another planet. That's not going to come
It's
over here.
technically alien though.
I think 100% they've been here.
Yeah, so
For sure.
I mean, we'll see.
I don't know. If you,
We'll see what happens when these guys start running in Naruto style, right?
that is my favorite part about this. Can you read that? I highlighted it.
Okay.
Right here, right.
So this guy says the Facebook page invites attendees to meet up at Area 51 Alien Center tourist attraction in order to coordinate the entry, an area that has been surrounded by secrecy for decades. Quote, if we Naruto run, we can move faster than their bullets. Let's see them aliens. The event description reads. So
Who said this? This was
the
not,
guy.
this is the guy. I mean,
This is the main guy.
Yeah.
So he wrote it as a joke, and then everybody
Okay.
read it and thought it was like hilarious.
Serious?
And it's like when you see like Amazon reviews, and like somebody just like writes like a really funny Amazon
Yeah,
review,
like
and it goes
full on,
viral.
yeah.
Like that's like the equivalent. Like I fully expect people to show up.
People will.
Absolutely, but I think generally, like most of the
Do you
people
think
that
the
are on
creator's
here,
gonna
it's
be
just
there?
like, oh, this is funny.
You know what the funniest bit is?
Do you think the creator's going to be there?
Oh, he's going.
You think so? Do you say
Well, he
he's gonna
said the
go?
reason he didn't want to tell who he was is so the FBI didn't show up on his doorstep. It's like, dude, if you think the FBI couldn't see your Facebook
Yeah.
page and find out who made that, I mean,
At least this guy.
what does this guy think? He's
Sean,
like,
is this guy Russian? Is he Russian?
I did.
Is he gonna look at,
You
is
know
he-
what I
is he a
think?
side op?
I mean, I think the Russians probably already tapped into this guy and are like,
Do you
dude,
think he's just mind control?
yeah. They're just, they got alien. This guy could be an alien for all we know.
Yeah, he's making beats like this.
Dude, this is him
This
speaking.
is his language, yeah.
This is him gaming late at night.
No.
Just hacking into our
No,
mainframe.
this is his language.
No, turn it back up. This is him asking for a sandwich.
Oh, I know that guy. That's Paul.
Is that a voicemail? Okay, that was my area. What do you guys think? Area 51?
That's it. I like it. I like the conspiracy.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, if they find out, I'm interested to see the results. But
I'm
if
like,
I had to guess, they'd probably just like send out people and be like, "You guys gotta go."
yeah.
You know. You can't
Yeah,
be-
no, I think this is like a major like troll job. It's just gonna end up like something.
You know what?
like,
This guy,
like nobody wants to get
um,
shot
what's
over
the,
this.
What's the freaking party that we were talking about months ago?
Firefest.
Firefest. Yeah.
Did you?
This
have
is
you-
a new Firefest.
Have you seen the memes?
Well, this is
where-
what I was
Except
saying.
this is people being even more stupid.
What I think they should do, though, for real, is they go out there. Everybody goes out to Area 51. This is just, if you basically make like a Firefest, you make like a huge, like one of those, what do they call it? Bonnaroo. You make like a Bonnaroo, but just like alien themed.
Could you imagine if like Blink 182 is waiting on a stage out in Area
Yeah.
51 for everybody, and they
Yeah.
just start
And then they'll do like a big flyover.
or REM's playing like it's the end of the world as we know it.
Yeah, do a couple flyovers.
Yeah,
You know?
very good.
It'd be sick, dude.
Yeah.
You got the base right there. You got an Air Force base, couple flyovers, make it a thing.
They-
Make it fun.
There's a
Make
meme.
everybody have fun with it. You
There's
know?
a meme of the what is this guy with the Bobby McFarlane? What's the guy who did it?
Billy
McFarlane, and it's a meme, and it's him with like tickets, and it says like Area 51 VIP tickets for 1,500.
Tickets. That's a great bit. I bet somebody probably
Yeah.
buys them. It's a Banksy. It's a Banksy.
That's my Area 51 thing. Dirt, what I need you to do for us as we're rounding out this show is Bachelorette finale. What do you think about the Bachelorette finale?
So yeah, we've missed a couple episodes since we last recorded.
It's
so
down
I
to
know,
the
I know
last
you
few.
guys have been
Missed a season or so.
you guys have been
Torp's a little further behind.
Everybody's been reaching out to me asking what do I think about The Bachelor? What do I think about Hannah and her decisions? Well, I mean, I think really she summed it up perfectly last week on the Men Tell All.
Oh, the tell all.
She was sorry for keeping Luke on for too long. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Luke was the guy who spoke out against her, Benin, about the
Intercourse.
about sex. He was like, yeah, if you've
Spoke
had
out
sex with
against
any
him?
of these guys, I want to leave. And she's like, okay, I have. And he was like, wait, I don't want to leave.
He's like, dude, he tries to go like really like religious on her, and he's like, well, let's talk sex.
this whole season he's just been he just says like the thing, but he doesn't think about what he's saying, and it just comes off very wrong. And she's like calls him out on
Has
it,
she
and
she
he like
hasn't dropped him yet.
and he just backs
No.
it up.
And then he goes,
because they had like they were very strong early on, so she keeps thinking like they'll get back to there, and he's just a narcissist.
huge narcissist. They had like a love at first sight connection, a lot of passion, but she just was blinded that this guy is a complete lunatic.
Yeah,
And then, Jeb, what did you think of the tell-all when he's being interviewed and he would sit there for like 5 to 10
Very
seconds
awkward.
before answering any question?
Very cringeworthy.
He would go like this, Ben, and just ask me any question, like simplest question in the world.
This makes for good radio.
What'd you eat for breakfast?
It's a good question.
Just gives you a look. Just looks.
I don't want to be misconstrued, Benin, so let me just gather my thoughts. Okay, I didn't have breakfast today. and you're just like, you had to take that long to think about what, dude, just speak.
I think it came out that they interviewed him for like 4 hours, and like it was just every question he just sat there for at least a minute.
Bennett
Yeah.
is so uncomfortable. Everyone's just sitting there like, dude, are you gonna fucking talk?
He's comfortable in the silence,
worst part
thinking
about that
what he's gonna say.
is it
But he tries
ended
to
up taking up half of the entire show.
What, trying to make him like
So-
come off smart, but like, you know, like some people gather their thoughts before they're just like railroading,
And
like,
it works for some people.
For
Some
him-
people can gather their thoughts and sound intelligent.
Yeah,
He gathers his thoughts and he sounds like a idiot.
Yeah, it's
He
like
still sounds
he
so
took
stupid.
It's like if you're like waiting for dinner, someone's cooking dinner, and then it's like microwave food, and you're like, what?
what were you doing? Yeah, that's
was-
very yes.
Yeah.
You're just
This
like, what the?
This took you 10 minutes to
you
do this.
You thawed it. You let it thaw to thaw it in a microwave. What are you doing?
Yeah,
you
it just
idiot?
doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so that was weird. He sucks, but it is the finale. Jeb, who do you want?
So is he in
Don't-
the
if
finale?
you-
Is he one of the
No,
final
he just
guys?
got kicked off.
All right.
Who do you want?
Let me
and
think
if
about
you
this.
know, don't tell me you know how it ends because I don't know how it ends.
Okay. So I heard
No spoilers.
a spoiler, but I've heard that there's multiple spoilers out there, so I'm hoping. I'm not sure.
Tell me who you're rooting
I
for.
want. I like Tyler and Peter both. They're both, I feel like, good guys. Peter's probably better,
Okay.
but Tyler's hotter.
Tyler, dude,
Yeah.
Tyler's hot.
Tyler's hot.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you think Tyler? probably?
And then there was rumors months like a month ago probably that Jed is the third guy who's still in the game for Hannah's
her heart for her love? Yes.
Jed's a millionaire.
No, he's an aspiring Nashville or aspiring country singer.
Oh yeah.
So I
So
mean,
am I. I'm
So
aspiring a lot of
everybody-
things. I'm aspiring DJ. Did you know about this?
I did know that now.
So everybody's been very questionable about his intentions since the get-go. Turns out that he had a girlfriend and broke up with her the day before he left, and he was going to come back and date her after the show, which he has since not done that. So I think the issue is either he is he obviously he went on this show to get
Famous,
fame and
yeah.
popularity and start his music career. The issue is he's really bad at singing.
but did he fall in love
He's,
along
like,
the way?
not good.
Oh, he's so.
Hence the aspiring part.
Yeah, it's really cringeworthy too, because like he's that guy who just busts out
Brings
his
the
guitar,
guitar everywhere.
Oh, dude, are we alone right now?
You ever heard Wonderwall?
Here's my guitar. Oh,
You never heard me play it. Not the way I do it.
You ever heard Wonderwall by Jed?
yeah.
You've heard the way.
I'm pretty sure it was Oasis.
Yeah.
No,
You know,
I
like-
sing it.
Really good songs, I ruin it. Are you interested?
Do you want to hear a good song? Do you want to hear me play? It's not gonna be as good. It's like whatever. Everyone's just put that thing away. You did it once. Like stop fucking bringing it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, basically it came out that he has a girlfriend. And so it'd be interesting to see if he won, how Hannah deals with all that news and everything. It would just be a crazy mad
Hysteria.
Hysteria is the correct word that I wasn't saying.
Jeb.
And,
Yes, very Jeb.
Crazy mad.
but yeah, I mean, the other two are definitely better picks.
The guy Peter is a pilot. So if you want to do flyover type stuff,
If you're in flyovers, he's your guy.
you take Peter. He can take you over to a lot of places. Don't go to Sweden.
What do we got left on here?
Let's just hype ups and
Hype ups?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hype up, obviously, pocket operator, $60. Best $60
Pocket
you're ever gonna
Operators
spend.
is this thing that he's been playing the beats
Dude,
on.
if you guys want to be on like the subway and just really piss people off around you and just make beats right in front
It,
of them.
it has to be plugged into something, though.
No,
right?
no. This has like a mini speaker.
It's got like a little speaker.
Jeff, like this, you could literally walk around and just make beats.
You can do like cool stuff like this.
This sounds like counting money or something.
Yeah, you're putting pennies in a piggy bank.
It's like on a video game where you're counting your coins or something. This is like kind of a lottery machine. And I love how he makes it faster and slower, like he's making a different beat. Okay,
Gotta
Bennett's...
find that sweet spot.
All right, so Bennett's making music. If you guys want to get in on Torp's music,
I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna
No,
like
dude,
play
you-
around with some things and pre-record them. So
you,
that
you
way,
know when
I'm
you
not
like
doing it
you
on
just
the
learn
fly.
an instrument and then you like nail your first song, and then people are like, "All right, well, what else you got?" And you're like,
That's it. That's all I got.
"I can play that song again."
Play that song. Play that song one more time. Okay.
Can I tell you a really funny story? So I was at like a family event for Allie's family, and she has a little cousin who's like big into singing, and he's at like literally just like a family like big dinner. And
How old is he?
He's probably like 7 or 8, so like
Okay.
just very young, like cute kid, and he just starts singing "Let It Be," like from the Beatles, like "Let It
Okay,
Be,
okay.
Let It Be."
Did you see yesterday?
Oh yeah, I did.
Was
It's
it good?
It's good.
I want to see it.
But so he sings it, and then it's like over, and like, oh, that was cute. Everyone applauds. And
Starts the next verse.
he sang that song for literally like 25 minutes, and I'm looking at Allie like, yo, is someone gonna tell him to like
Stop.
end that song?
Dude, stop.
But he's a kid, and everyone's just like letting him go, and I'm just like, dude, I'm gonna take my stuff.
Shut that baby up.
Yeah, it was one of the. I was like,
Just gonna get outta here.
I'm gonna go to the basement and
So I'm out.
text me when that song's over. Okay. So my hype up is Shark Week.
Shark Week. Guys,
Short and sweet.
my hype up is also just the internet. You can watch shark videos anytime. It doesn't need to be a week. Just a thought.
You're
Just a
infringing.
thought.
You are infringing on my shark territories, and you know sharks are very territorial.
My hype up is football's back, baby. All the teams have reported to camp,
But Trent Williams didn't.
but except for Trent Williams. We'll get into all that and more next week on the podcast. The games are starting up this Thursday. I think is the first preseason game.
Jeff, that was awesome. You like teased everybody.
Great,
Yeah.
great hype up. Great hype up.
No, Skins don't play till next Thursday, so we'll go a little bit more in. Hopefully, we'll have a better idea with Dwayne Haskins and Trent Williams situation.
And if you are a Redskins fan, just remember these are the glory days. This is the time where you can relish, think good things about the Redskins, and then, unfortunately,
Week 2.
the season starts and our dreams crumble.
Yeah.
So, on that light note,
This is the best part of the year for us.
Call
the
him with
Redskins fans.
fantasy
It's
football
all-
questions.
Dude.
Fantasy football seasons. We doing a league again?
yeah, we'll do a league again.
Yeah, let's do a
We
league.
are the League of Champions. Have all of us won here?
I've won.
You won?
I won.
You've won.
I came
Sean.
in the second place.
Yeah, we can't all be champions, you know.
Cue the music, Torp. Thank you guys for joining us. Tune in next week. And this is the O'Brien Brothers podcast. Zipping it up and zipping it out.
You could definitely come up with like a remix for this.
Yeah, you could
on
easily.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
You could do like a beat version of this.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm thinking it.
And then we sing over
We can sing over like robots.
like robots.
Yeah,
Like shark robots.
Shark Science. You heard
Shark
it here first
heroes.
on Shark Science.
Where is my lab coat? Who do you think's smarter? Rick from Rick and Morty or Albert Einstein? Thank you very much.
Food for thought.